Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to my stream. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm glad that you guys are joining us. And boy, oh boy, today we're going to trade lights out. We're going to focus. We're going to get our bamboo today. Let's go, baby. Last day of the week. Hopefully, everyone has some fun plans this weekend to reset that mental capital. Hope everyone's doing amazing. We just finished our pre-market show, and I'm just telling you, every single time it's just a banger. Have an amazing time there, and I wish to see more of you guys there. If you guys are interested in, my off-stream trades and also all my account balances, and wondering, does Buy My Money actually make money and blah 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 blah. Hey, now all this information is available to you in the pre-market show, so you can answer all those questions and all your skepticism, whatever, all your doubts, all be answered there. And yeah, so closing up this stream. Sorry, 1 second. All right. Welcome. What do we have here? Let's do some pre-market analysis. Let me say good morning to a couple of you guys. Day trading like a predator. Good morning. Jaco. Good morning. Chris Liu. Good morning. Robert Redhead. Good morning. Speedy Boy. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Jaco says, thinking about switching to 3,000 tick chart. I have, as you guys know, 2,000, 10,000, the 5 minute. Those are the ones I like to use. 3,000, I don't know. I guess every tick chart at the end is arbitrary. I would just say whatever tick chart you do use, make sure the average size of the bar is at least enough for 1 point. So if you go too small, then that could actually be detrimental, because especially if you're scalping, 1 point, you need at least the bars to be 1 point, in my opinion. Science Paw says, you make more money than trades by Matt. I don't know. Consistent basis, maybe. I mean, on any stream, any one stream, he'll make more money than me because of his strategy. But he could also lose way more money than me as well. But consistently, I'm not sure. I've never, I don't know his actual, the amount of money he makes. Honestly, he probably can make a living just not even off trading. He can make money, a living off, his affiliates and just his ad revenue money. I mean, that's his bread and butter. I'm sure of it, which is great for him, man. That's all power to him. In my mind, if Mac is talking about increased volatility and if he's trading a 3,000 tick chart, in my opinion, that's a little silly, because, I mean, you're just talking about every single candle being so huge, and with his strategy, that's gonna be very painful for him, in my opinion. I just don't see it. I don't understand why he would change it to the 3,000 tick because of volatility. In my opinion, the volatility just means that there'll be more candles. But if you increase the tick size, then your candles are going to be way larger, actually increasing the risk. In my opinion, it doesn't make sense for you to want to do that. In my opinion, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he has his own justifications, but it just thinking logically through it. I mean, I just at the end, it's just more candles, and that's what I actually like. I want more candles. I have the 10,000 tick chart, as you guys know, but I do that because, you know, I like to go 5 times higher than any time frame I have to see, you know, the bigger picture. And so you have a 2,000 tick chart, you go 5 times higher, and that calculation comes from the obvious daily to weekly, right? Like if you have a daily chart, the first logical higher, you know, time frame would be the weekly, which is 5 times more. And so we use that, and since the market is very, very balanced, we use that same ratio to, at least I'd like to use that same ratio to see, you know, which time frame is appropriate to see the bigger picture on the 2,000 tick chart. And so sometimes there are things I can see on the 10,000, like I'm wondering, is this an uptrend, downtrend? And I can see on the higher time frame on 10,000 tick chart, you know, that we are like in an uptrend. And so especially when things get confusing on the 2,000 tick chart, you know, you have a better idea what might happen if you have the higher time frames. And so, you know, changing to a 3,000 tick chart, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense why he would do that because of volatility. I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. Recipitor asks, if you don't mind me asking, how much do you make a day trading? Again, if you join the pre-market show, all those questions are answered. You can see all my account balances. We go over every single day at 9 o'clock. And yeah, so you can see how much money I make off stream, on stream, whatever. I mean, what you guys see is on stream, but that's just like, you know, very small percentage of how much actually is traded. Look at this, man. This is crazy. So we had this huge move up, and it's just been grinding downwards ever since. And just no follow through. After a big push up, usually you look for another push up, but big push up, no follow through. And if I jump over to the daily chart, it could be because we hit the 20 EMA on the daily chart. You know, the 20 EMA could have been the resistance here, and then we just bounced off of it. And what do we have here now? Ride or die. We have a 2-leggy here off the 20 EMA, and this might be our next push down, pandas. This might cause our next push down with this 2-leggy here off the 20 EMA. And you know, honestly, I thought there was a high chance. So anyone wondering, I put out a couple what is it, weekend updates on what I thought the daily was going to do, you know, for those who trade a higher time frame like the daily chart. And I don't know what's going to happen. In my opinion, we are in a downtrend. But after this, right, break a trend to new low, this is the point where we look for a reversal. Not only that, we actually have 4 pushes down here with this new low. And so with 4 pushes down, oftentimes the market likes to make a small, or it could make a reversal. So especially on the daily chart, you know, we got 4 pushes down. Typically that means that this move is over, and we're going to look for a reversal here. I mean, we already, right, did the reversal on the basically we call it H4 setup. With H4 setup here. And so it could have reversed, and technically we could get a trap trade here where we get something like this, A, B, C. Feels like I'm just short, and you can reverse here. And the reason why, you know, we just don't, like, the reason why I haven't really put up my videos recently is because I just don't know what's going to happen here. This could push down further, and this could go up. And I'm saying that from experience. Like, if this is on the 2000 tick chart, I honestly wouldn't know as well. All right, market just opened. So we had break a trend to new low, and this had 4 pushes, another 4 pushes down. And on the higher time frame, we're below the 20 EMA with multiple bear bars in a row. We're approaching a very obvious support, which was yesterday's high. And so what we're doing here is we're going to see what happens. And if I do see something like this, you know, a second entry short, failed second entry short above the 20 MA, I may be interested in going long, but right now it's hard for me to go short because we got a support coming up here. We're already overextended, right, with multiple, right, with the breakup trend to new low. So we're thinking around this area, we're looking for a reversal, and you know, that's what I'm waiting for. And I just don't know. It's hard for me to go short here, and especially this close to support. All right, a lot of you guys think it's gonna be a trading range day today. I don't know. Yeah, today's a little tricky. Unsure what's gonna happen today. If you're unsure, I usually just do trading range. But the nice thing is, we'll let the candles tell us. Each and every candle will give us more information on what might happen today. All right, so we do have a two-leggy forming here on the 10,000 tick chart. A, B, C, and obviously seen with the super signal here. If we just break a previous candle's high, which is this candle, if we break it, which is where the super signal is, that means that it will trigger the second entry long. But I have a certain setup I'm looking for, pandas. I'm looking for a failed second entry short in this area to see if we get it. I'd be very interested in going long. Simple as that. By the way, I am on the 322 contract, and I'm still on it. I'm going to be on it probably till Monday. And I checked the volume this morning, and there's definitely more volume right now in the 322. So make sure you guys double check what contract you're on. Maybe you want to trade, the lower volume. That's up to you. But right now, I believe the volume is in the 322. I'll most definitely, if I don't switch it today, I'll switch it on Monday, by Monday. So we're just waiting here. Yeah, honestly, unsure. I mean, I already told you the setup I'm looking for, and if we, you can only take what the market gives you. So if it doesn't give it to us, then what can I do? We're still below the 20 MA. I'm looking for something like this. We still actually haven't touched this, and sometimes you kind of want it to touch, because there's like unfinished business here, and so oftentimes this wants to touch it and and gather up all those bulls, and also get rid of all the shorts who are going to take profits here. We're making a new low. So we did touch yesterday's high, bouncing off of it, acting as support, as mentioned. I could have came with a, maybe I could have scalped that. Or maybe come with a huge swing trade and just like risk like 4 points to see if I get like 20 points to the other side. Could do that, actually. I'm just sitting on my pause. Unsure what's going to happen here. Decent signal bar. Not a signal bar. Decent trigger bar. Entry bar. Chris Lute asks, how do you check contract volume? Actually, I just look side by side and just look at the ask and bid and see how many how big the numbers are. That's one way I just do it, just a quick check. Also, I like to see how quickly these bars form. On the 622 contract, the bars were taking about 5 minutes to form, and on this contract they were taking about 3 minutes to form, at least when I checked. So whatever prints more candles, that's what has higher volume. I'm interested in going long here, but not sure. I don't have a setup. I have no setup whatsoever. I may take a failed trap here. If this trap fails to make a point, I may scalp along here. Yeah, because we're coming clearly off this support, right? To the tick, we hit it, and we make a micro double bottom here. Looking for explosive move up soon. I wish we got actually a little trigger beneath there. Give me a setup to go long actually. We potentially may have a higher low setup here. And also looking at the 10K chart, we're about to trigger our second entry long here on the 10K. Hope everyone's doing amazing. Hey, let me know if you guys are doing anything interesting on this weekend. For me, yeah, this weekend is pretty clear. From my area, the weather has been getting much better, so maybe thinking of doing something outside, outdoors. Of course, he says you can check on the CME website. I'm just not sure how up to date it is, like how real time it is. I'm pretty sure I know you can check it like on the daily, like yesterday's total volume, but I'm not sure if you can if you need to know right now which one has more volume. I'm not sure if the CME website has that information. Someone can fact check that. I'm not sure. I just don't know. All right, I'm just watching this. I have no setup here. Getting choppy. Oh, there's a market analyzer. That's how you guys do it. Actually, this is interesting. Let me see here. What am I looking at? I think I need to add some columns here. Oh, very cool, man. This is why I love community. I had no idea this thing existed, but yeah. Very cool. That is great. Thank you guys. That is actually the best way to do it. This thing's amazing. Do appreciate that. Market analyzer. Everyone use the market analyzer. According to the market analyzer, we are still have more volume on the 322. So yeah, what's happening here? I don't know. It's getting very choppy. There's no setups here. I mean, you can call this a hidden second entry short, A, B, C, something like that, or even A, B, C. And wow, all right, now we're pushing below yesterday's high. And a trap trade on the 10K chart actually forms here, and I don't know. Do I like this trap trade? Maybe if we get trapped here, some confluence. It's an outside bar reversal on the 10K chart. If I get trap trade maybe on the 2K chart here, I will be interested in going short. It's just the outside bar reversal on the 10K. If we get a trap trade here on the 2K, I'll be interested in going short. There's no setups for me right now. The 10K does trap. Very interesting. Is an outside bar reversal. And this is a strong push down on the outside bar reversal. Boy, oh boy. People are feeling some pain right now. Yep. Big time reversal, man. 10K chart. Just straight up reversal. First test of the 20 EMA. This is what I meant, that when you have a big move down like this and you hit the 20 EMA, oftentimes you test it, but sometimes your first two leg of pullback doesn't work out. This is the first two-leg pullback on the 10K chart on a big push up. It actually traps you out and reverses on you and gets you. So you know, that's why I like to read the price action. You know, we have this many bars, but also clearly we're underneath the 20 MA, so you just don't go long here. That's why I don't go long. We're beneath the 20 MA like that. You just got trapped out if you did. I would have gone short there, but I don't like outside bar reversals, and so it's sitting on my pause. So in a place where I thought we're gonna reverse, we didn't. So yeah, let's make a big channel here. So my typical channel will look like this. If I use this high, my channel will look like this. If I do this, unhelpful. Yeah, it's just this grind down. Amazing. I'm just unsure. It looks kind of weird to me, but I mean, at the end, it's just a strong downtrend. We don't quite get here. We do hit the 20 MA. We don't quite get there. And actually, to be fair, we have to use this. If we're going to use this pivot high, we have to use this pivot low. And that could create us our two-tier channel. You know, we have the midline here. And this midline is created if you go, you know, it's just a channel tool. And if you just use the, if you go to the bottom, there's a level you can set. And you can make it 50%. Just make sure you make it default if you want it every single time. I don't know how to set up here though. I'm just watching this. I mean, if you look at here, every single move to the downside has been a first entry. You can easily tell. Like I don't even have to count my legs, but you can easily tell because these are all right pink numbers. If there were dark red numbers like this, then that's a second entry. But like these are all first entry. Sorry about that, Pandas. I was on mute. All right, getting rid of that. Right, you know, this signal bar is basically the worst signal bar you can imagine, and I'm not trying to trade. I'm not trying to go short on the signal bar. Plus, we also broke our trend line and also our 20 EMA. I'm not saying I'll go long here, but it's a little tricky when you break this far away out of, you know, our resistance. Yep, sorry about that. Also, make sure you guys scalp that like button. So we had the big green bar. Now we have a matching, well, it's not done yet, but it looks like a matching bear bar. Could be a failed breakout here. A little tricky, you know, because now we broke above, you know, the strong bull bar. No follow through though. A little tricky. I don't know. First break of trend. We're thinking maybe another push up here. Yeah, I'm tempted to go short. Let's go short here if we get a good signal bar. Sure, why not? Let's go short. I'm going for 2 points here because it's 5-point risk. So it's more than 4 points, so you got to go more than, for me, you got to go more than 1 point. Will I reverse this? I don't know. I probably wouldn't reverse it. I'll just let it hit me. I don't want to reverse it because this is the first break of trend, and I'm not looking for a reversal setup right now. Let's just say that. Yeah, it's just too many pushes down. It looks like it might get me on the first two-leggy that we get here off our 20 MA and also off our trend line. Also good signal bar. And, you know, I got to just, in my opinion, I'll take this trade. And it is what it is if I do lose this. But we're also off our support here. And so this could be failed breakdown the support. And it can reverse here strongly. It can. It can do that. But in my opinion, I don't care if I win or lose this. It's just, it is what it is. See what happens. Just watching this. This could trap out here, and this could be a strong push up. But if it happens, it happens. And we move on next trade. This actually looks long. Like at this point, I'm like, man, I wish I went long here. That feeling of like, this is interesting. This trap just triggered. But this is not a place where I'll look to go long because it's the first break of trend. So typically look for a new low here, and that's what I would be waiting for. In fact, if you went long here, you just got stopped out right there. Because this would have been your signal bar, and you just got stopped out. I'm just waiting. At this point, it doesn't really matter which way this goes. It looks like it's about to stop me out, unfortunately. And that's just the name of the game. Happens. So, about to get stopped out here. I think I should have reversed it when I saw it poke below again and reverse one more time. I should have considered that a good time to reverse it and take this onto the other side. But this is gonna stop me out, like 90% chance. Yep, just got stopped out. That's unfortunate, you know, the first two-legged pullback we see to go short. But maybe the downtrend's overextended. You know, I just saw first break of trend. I just wasn't looking for a long trade anywhere. And happens to get me, so it is what it is. Move on, next trade. I think now, but looking back at it, like just seeing how that pokes below, and then, you know, so if you went long here, you just got stopped out and then reverses again. So this is like kind of really tricky. That's a really tricky price action, because those who went long here got stopped out. You know, it's a small risk, but you got stopped out because it's your signal bar, and ends up going your way after that. And so I could have maybe taken advantage of that, but I was not thinking of doing that, and so I was not ready. I wasn't anticipating that. Comes out, stops me out by that tick to the tick, and it might actually go my way now, which is unfortunate. Am I still looking for a short trade here? Is my premise still good here? Like, will I try to go short again? It looks, I mean, I don't really want to go, It stops me out to the tick and it starts to reverse here. Decent signal bar. I guess. Like a slight retracement here if we can get it. So looking for an H4 setup here, perhaps. Makes a perfect scalp. It's confusing. I want to go short here actually still. I actually want to go short here, but confusing. I don't know. Sit on my pause. If I go short here, I probably will try to swing trade this to the bottom of this channel, bottom of this trading range. But hard to say right now. I don't know. I just got stung here to the tick, and it finally does go my way after it stops me up by one tick. And yeah, ends up going the original way I thought it was gonna go, but tricky. The price action is really tricky right now. Like the fact that it basically stopped out those trap traders and came up, tricky. Stops me out by one tick perfectly and then reverses. Tricky. Yeah, strong push down. Pandas. So annoying. It's all good. All good. Man, stops me up by one tick and then goes my way. That's tricky. That is so tricky. Would have anticipated this setup here though. I don't know. My bias was completely short and good signal bar. I don't know. Tricky. Got me though. And yeah, if I went short here, I would have gone to the bottom of this. I just didn't want to get trapped again. I don't know. It just happened and it's still fresh in my mind. I'm just like, something tricky just happened. I just don't like to go in when the market's tricky. Right, that price action is tricky, right? You go short here, stops you out perfectly, and then reverses. If you went long here, stops you out perfectly by one tick, then reverses, and it's just those little. It's basically by one tick we lost. You know, you would have lost here, go long. You would have lost here, going short. So it just takes you out like perfectly, and it's got me. Unfortunate. The fact that I just did that makes me wonder what kind of day we're gonna have today. I mean, that is really tricky business. Really tricky. Literally stops me out to one tick and then reverses. That's absolutely incredible. One tick stops you out. For those who went long here, it like popped up, went down, and then came back up. Man, oh man, that little price action right there was very, very tricky. All good though. I like this. I like, you know, I didn't mind going short there. Made sense to me. Emmanuel asks, I'm new here, was looking for trading fund. Yep, you're in the right place. Apex traded trader fund Funded traders. There is a pinned message in the chat if you want to go to their website. Also a coupon, 50% off. Yeah, unfortunate, man. That is unfortunate. It got me. Very frustrating. But yeah, gotta wait for our next setup. It might be a while, but let's just see what happens. Looks like we're gonna get to yesterday's close. I mean, we're so close. It looks like we want to get it. The daily chart, this is looking very bearish. If it looks like this, like a signal bar, very, very tricky stuff. So, some of you guys are getting your bamboo. Let's go, maybe. One bad trade, one losing trade so far. So we do have break a trend to new low now. Now we can look for a reversal. Now we can look to go long if we can, but we shall see. But also we're close to yesterday's close, which could be a magnet for us, and it's just like in this little area where we could have a lot of opposing forces working against each other. Like some people might be trying to go long here, some people might try to go short here to get here, and hard to say. Toadman asks, if you order an Apex eval, do you have to use them right away? Oh, I see. If you order the eval, yeah, I mean, you don't have to use it right away, but you'd be kind of wasting time, you know. And the idea is you want to finish, the best case scenario, you finish the evaluation before 10 days. So right on the 10th day, or really I guess the 11th day, you can get funded. That's the quickest you can get funded after 10 days of trading. The next best case scenario is you finish before 30 days, so you don't have to pay for the evaluation fee again the next month. But the thing is, with the 50% discount, you get that fee every single time it renews. It will be discounted for that one evaluation. So all right, so we got a little pop here. Wasn't looking to go long. Hits me by one tick, reverses perfectly, and it is what it is. We lose 300, one trade. Spawn production, good morning. A little late to the party. Make sure you guys scalp that like button so I can get some bamboo back. If you'd like to see me get my bamboo back, make sure you scalp that like button. What if I just stay on stream until I turn green? Big push down, right? 2 legs down now, which is exactly what we're looking for a reversal. 2 legs down. And what we're looking for now is a failed second entry short here in this area. If we can get it. But this looks like it's just a strong downtrend at the moment, but we do have the first break of trend here. And yeah, with 2 legs down, and now with this 2 legs down, the next setup we look for is the failed second entry short. Let's see if we get it. Big push down, probably down to yesterday's close. Most likely to yesterday's close. I mean, I'll take a trap trade to it if we get a setup, but I doubt we get it. We're just like breaking through these supports, right? Yesterday's high was a support. We bounced off of it twice. Right, hit it once here, try to bounce off again, fails. If we try to do a failed breakdown and try it, but we actually end up breaking down to yesterday's close. And now let's see if yesterday's close will act as support. And I have a feeling it will. I have a feeling it will act as some sort of support here. And we shall see, but we got to get to it first. Once we get to it, then we'll probably try to make some sort of reversal play. I mean, I'll take a trap trade to yesterday's close here just because it's so close to it. And this is the setup. One of the setups I was talking about. We're so close to this. I I'd be very tempted to take the short here so we can just get to yesterday's close. It's a aggressive play because typically we wait for two-legged pullbacks. This is a fail second entry long at this moment, and we're so close to this support area. You're thinking it's going to be sucked up into it, and yeah. So if we do get a trap trade setting up here, I may take it to get to this support, and to me that makes sense. It's a risk worth trying to do. So I'm going to just prime it up, and it's just like 1 point here, but we'll see. We're just so close to it. Just, in my opinion, it's like the market most likely just wants to get down here. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and again, I'll have another loser. If I have 3 losers on stream, I'm just like, I'm done trading on stream. Three losers is my limit. Something's wrong, you know? Like I'm really off in reading the market cycle or something. Price action is way off. My reading of price action. So in my opinion, like we're so close to the support, I'm thinking we're gonna just hit it and I'm gonna set up an order to get to it. That was weird. See if we get to it. All right, just hit it. Scalp that. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. So got some bamboo back, and that was a fail second entry long to get to a very obvious support here. And let's see if we get a bounce here. If we get a reversal set up here, I'll be interested in going long, but in my opinion, it's just like an obvious hit to yesterday's low that we're trying to get, and you gotta scalp that. you gotta try, in my opinion. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. That's like as fast as I can say it. Let's go, baby. All right, let's see if we get set up here. I mean, it's far, but it's a long shot. But this is the reversal we're looking for. Right off support. This is exactly where I would look for it. You do get a scalp on that reversal. Am I killing it? I'm still down 187. I made like a little more than 2 points on that one, I think. 187 was down like 300. Yeah, a little more than 2 points on that trade. So, I mean, my off of support, I would love to see this. Or big push up, two-legged pullback above the 20 MA. You know, either one of these are nice. I call this Exhibit A, Exhibit B. Either we get a fail second entry short. So A, B, C, A, fails, and then reverses. Or big push up, A, B, C, A. And the setups actually look very similar because of, you know, the current price action. It actually looks exact same shape. Not exact same shape. I guess this one technically can't look like actually it can look like this. This one can look like this, where this one cannot look like that. So technically it can look like this, be something like this. So A, B, C, A, right, fail second entry short, and we go long, or big push up, two-leggy back to the 20 MA. So, you know, I'm drawing it actually, you know, to size because I want it to look something like this, even at this like kind of shape, because I want to come back. And this is price action trading, right? This is how we trade here. So this is my two setups I'm anticipating. Or this one, right? We come above the 20 MA, two-leggy back to the 20 MA, bouncing off of it, getting a nice reversal setup. So either one of these I'm interested in, and see if we get either one. I guess I prefer Exhibit A. So either one of these I'm waiting for. Let's see if we get it. Let's go, baby. Charleston Wilson, got that bamboo. Let's go, baby. By the way, if you guys are just joining, I'm Buy Money, and welcome to my stream. Hey, if you guys get to like, let's say 200 likes, I will stay on stream until I turn green. If we get to 200 likes, stay on stream until I turn green, or maybe 3 losers, whichever comes first. Pandas, welcome to my stream. I'm Buy Money, and if you're new here, we trade absolutely risk-free here using Apex Traded Funding traded. I'm down 187, but it's not my money. I'm trading someone else's money, and so even though I'm down, I'm trading risk-free because I have a funded account with Apex, and anyone can get a funded account. It's actually highly recommended that you do so because with just 10 days of trading and evaluation, you could have the potential to be funded $300,000, and you know, getting funded $300,000 is, you know, using someone else's money is amazing, especially if you can have multiple accounts. And so, you know, with the trade copier, it's a game changer in terms of how you trade and the potential of amount of money you can make. And so, Pandas, if you guys are interested in Apex, there is a coupon code that is potentially going to end the end of this month. I actually messaged Apex and seeing, I tried to get a little insight to see if they're going to extend it, and they didn't. You know, they said we'll let you know when the time comes, and so we'll find out all together probably if they're going to extend this coupon. But right now there is a coupon for 50% off BBM50, and so that's even more risk-free because you get 50% off that evaluation account. Health and Fitness asks a good question. Could you enter both setups? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure. You know, trap. And after the trap, you get this setup happen here. Sure. Something like this. I mean, this is really far up, but it looks something more like this. Sure, you get a trap showing us that the trend has reversed. And in fact, it doesn't do what we want it to do. So guess what, Pandas? We get rid of this. Our premise is gone. And we thought this support, we thought yesterday's close was going to act as a strong support. At least I thought. It didn't. It doesn't do so. Instead, pushes further down, strong bear bar, ending on its low. What is happening here, Pandas? I mean, are we going to get to yesterday's low? We break yesterday's low after a failed breakout of this channel here, and also of the 20 EMA, rejected of 20 EMA. What's happening here, Pandas, on the daily? This is the daily chart here. By the way, if you don't know what time frame I'm using, just look at the top left of your screen. And I switch between the 2,000 tick chart, 10,000 tick chart, and 5-minute chart. So sometimes you might be confused. Like, what am I looking at right now? What chart am I looking at, Pandas? Just look at the top left of your screen. What chart is this? This is the 5-minute chart. Sometimes I like to look at this, and boy, oh boy, what a meltdown we're having. Big push up, no follow through whatsoever, and just smashes back down, back to yesterday's close. And I mean, man, oh man, this is wild. Very strong push down. Very strong push down. Also, if you guys are wondering what we trade here, we trade solely, exclusively, the biggest, baddest, most liquid market in the world, the emini, S&P futures, ES, whatever you want to call it. This is a Super Bowl trade. We trade it here every single day. 9:15 a.m. for the mainstream, 9 o'clock for the pre-market show. And so we trade only one single setup, keep things as simple as possible, and we make our bamboo using only one single setup. It's a 2-legged pullback, either 2 pushes up, 2 pushes down. We like to find these in key areas. And so if you are interested in the details of this setup, you can go to the description below. There are details and a playlist going over the details of the setup. Also on screen, we trade pure price action. So what you see here, the only indicators we have is a 2-legged pullback indicator to help us identify all second entries, and also the trading range indicator that uses pure price action to identify trading ranges. So on strong trend days, right, on strong trends, right, the the indicator, the trading range indicator, doesn't work very well, as you can see. But yeah, that's a testament to maybe how strong the trend is. If you want more information about either of those indicators, you can go to the official website, www.tweleggedpullback.com. I trade using it every single day. I don't need to use it at this point, but it just makes things so much easier. And it actually does add some things that you cannot do manually. You know, you can't identify every single second entry on the chart. You can't identify every single trap on the chart instantly, right? Especially if you want to review the charts. You also, right, can't attach your order. You know, I can attach my order to the super signal. So if I see a two-leggy that I like and it's forming, I can attach it to the two-legged pullback indicator, and then it can just automatically form. You can also use it for automated trading. And so it's just a lot of things that, you know, also alerts for, you know, second entries, traps on, you know, any chart really. So it just has a lot of things that you can't do manually. So I like to have it on my charts all the time. Big push down, but no follow through on that big bear bar. So now you're questioning again, are we coming reverse here? This is gonna be a failed breakdown of yesterday's close. We had a failed breakdown of, you know, we thought we were gonna have a failed breakdown of yesterday's high. Actually ends up pushing down to yesterday's close. Now we're getting kind of a couple pushes up here, and interesting here. What's happening here? Getting a push up. I would like to end green today if we can. That'd be nice, but can't force anything. Why does this save? Why does it do this again? Let's see here. Yeah, the it's almost like 50-50 in terms of how much volume each one has. It's almost 50-50. If you guys don't know, futures contracts, they expire, and so there's a rollover, and so the rollover is either, I mean, the rollover I guess technically happens a little bit later, but this is the time where the contract gets close to expiration. And so there's like this kind of like, you're in like in a little limbo here where the, you know, the newer contract starts to take some of the volume. So we have about 50-50 right now in the volume. Russell H, just keep the stream going until you're green. Hey, you guys know the stipulation. 200 likes. 200 likes. All right, there it is. Stream till green. 200 likes. So now yesterday's close is acting sort of as a support here. Tricky, tricky. Man, that is so annoying what happened here. So annoying. It's all good, pandas. I guess it's annoying what happened, but I guess I don't really care as well, just because there's no other way to really manage that trade, you know. And I say that because if you're gonna manage it differently, like if I were gonna move my stop loss, even though I did lose by one tick, it's just like you gotta think like every single time, what are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna keep moving your stop loss every single time? And so you gotta think of a way, like a way to trade where you're just a robot, and it doesn't matter if you get stopped up by one tick. If it just hits your stop loss, it hits it, and you're out. All right, we're getting choppy here. Multiple bars overlapping here. And we're right on support. You can see that we're having a tough time closing beneath this yesterday's close, but also the 20 EMA is acting as resistance, right? Basically squeezing this price action here. One, two, three, four, five, six overlapping bars in a row. I could try to be cheeky and take this higher low to get to the high here, but I'm going to sit on my pause. We do have a trading range forming here. From the trading range indicator giving us a trading range at the moment. And just having a tough time closing beneath yesterday's close. And you can see that their traders loading up here to see, you know, if they can get a nice reversal swing up. And they might be rewarded, but let's see. You know, they're in a sense you're taking a gamble here, and they're just like, okay, which way is it gonna go? We're gonna bounce off here, or we're gonna break down. We all already had a breakdown, failed, come back up, right? Like breakdown here, came back up, had a small trading range here, ends up breaking down further here, right? Fail or breakdown, fail, breakdown. Now trading range here, very similar to what's happened here, and we're gonna see which way this is gonna resolve. We do have a two-leggy here, but hard to take this in my opinion. Hard to take this short because you are in this consolidation. And if you go short here, you're banking on a breakdown. You have a chance to have a breakdown here, but too many overlapping bars for me. So even though this is a two-leggy here, lower high, second entry short, the current setup does not look good. The context, I like, you know, the setup is, you know, there's some red flags in this setup. Let's just say that. Even though this is a lower high second entry short coming off a 20 EMA on a downtrend, we're just so choppy here. I'm taking this into consideration. I'm not looking to outside bar reversal, strong bear bar ending on its close, higher chance to make a point here. But I have not forgotten, right, this consolidation. Like we can come back up into this, and I'm just gonna let it play out. If it does push further down, then it is what it is. But I'm still looking at this trading range, saying that okay, we can come back in. We do scalp out there. We do end up scalping out. But yeah, I mean, you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of risk here. Very, very, very big risk, in my opinion. You got to at least scalp 2 points there, and you haven't made your 2-point scalp yet. In my opinion, you got to scalp at least 2 points here with a 7-point risk. Very tricky. Ooh, what is this? We might come back into our trading range with this The only trade I would be very tempted in is a trap trade to the downside. I would be tempted to actually go short there. If we had a trap to the downside, I'd be very tempted. And then if that trap fails, I will reverse my trade back up, back in this trading range. That's how I would handle that trade. Back up probably to the top of the trading range to make up for the trap and or to make up for the loss plus maybe a little bit more. So 2 times risk reward essentially. So right now, it's perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Just going sideways. I am tempted to take a short here, but also if it reverses, I will reverse that trade. Jimmy James asks, could you give your take on the price action the past month? Normal, peculiar, it is what it is. Yeah, the daily volume right now on both contracts are almost equal. I may switch it over, I'm not sure. We actually don't get a trap trade here, right? The magenta box disappears. And we might be coming back up into our trading range here. You get this many stacked bars, oftentimes it just comes back up right into it because the market has found that this is a very good place to be. A fair price. Yeah, I guess it's up to you. Whatever you want to do. At this point, they're pretty much equal, so I'm just gonna stick on to this one. So every time there's a rollover, it's always on Thursday, and so, I often switch over on the Monday, the following Monday. We do have a trap trade on the 10,000 tick chart. Trap does trigger on the 10,000 tick chart here, and could be a strong push down, but I'm just sitting on my pause. It's a little too choppy for me, and yeah, it is what it is. So we are in a downtrend, and you're thinking anything short is making a point. So Kenny Sui asks, how do I change my chart to 2000 tick chart? If you're using the drop downs, then you won't find it. When you create your data series, you have an option just to manually plug it in. You can also add more options to that drop down. If you're talking the drop down on the top left of your chart, there's a drop down there, and you can actually configure that and add more options. And so, yeah. All right, so we might be switching over. Let's see here. I actually have it on here already. So, oh, that's beautiful. That's really nice. Let's do this. I will agree. This looks a lot cleaner than this. Alright, it might be time to switch over, boys, because this looks cleaner, actually. We do have overlapping bars here. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess this is cleaner. It looks a little cleaner than this. They're pretty equal, but I'm just trying to see. Okay, we had this trigger much higher. That'd been nicer if I could have got a little more points here. 1, 2, 3, 4 points. All right, let's switch over to June. I usually do it on Monday, but the volume is so close to each other. I may actually switch over to June. So this is the June one. So all right, we switch over to June here. We're looking at the June contract now. Just because there's more space, right? The swings are a little bit cleaner here. Let me see the June contract. If that would have gotten me. Where did I get hit? I believe I got hit here. Two leg. Yeah, I actually would have made my point on this one. Hey. I don't know. The June doesn't look. I don't know. They both look kind of messy, but this is the June contract. I usually switch it over on Monday. So, but hey, they're pretty equal, and if this looks a little cleaner, then might as well use this one. It does look a little cleaner to me. I feel like by the end of the day, they might actually be equal. I'm keeping a close eye on it. They're about, I mean, they're pretty much even, 50-50. So yesterday's close is acting as some sort of area of interest. And probably will have to switch it. Man. Yeah, let's commit to this. Switching over to the June contract. To redraw my channels here. This channel is weird. How am I drawing this channel? I don't know. Huh. Alright, that means I gotta change all these. 1 second. Got two leggy on the 5 minute for me here. Okay, big push down. The two-legged pullback on the 5 minute does trigger, causing the big push down. Two leggy on the 5 minute. A, B, C. Gives you a point. This is just confusing. I don't know. I mean, this is sideways. I mean, we're in trading range right now in this spot, but the bias is short, in my opinion. Just hard to say. Confused. All right, I'm done. with setting up my charts. I mean, we're just I just switched everything to the June contracts. Wasn't planning to do so, but yeah, I mean, what can I say? It's kind of hard to deny that this price action looks a little better than what we were watching. A little bit better. It's not the best. I mean, you still have a bunch of overlapping bars, and the overlapping bars actually does give us information. I'm gonna blame the loss I had today because I was on the wrong contract, guys. So it's not because my price action was poor. It's because I was on the wrong contract. So 100% blaming it on the wrong contract, not my skills. Click like if you agree. Break a trend to new low. Potential reversal. 4 pushes up, reverses here. Strong downtrend. Push down again. Break a trend to new low. Now we're going sideways. Consolidation. Apparent, obvious trading range, in my opinion. I mean, we have so many touches here. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to move back down here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 touches versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 touches here. Huh. I mean, it looks like we're going down, boys, but no entries. We actually have a nice two-leggy on the 10K chart forming as well. A, B, C. Two-leggy. Interesting. Alright, I guess you guys don't want to see me stream until green. So, I'm going to wrap it up around 10:45. If you want to see me stream until I turn green on this day, then let's get those likes up to 200. Let's go, baby. Christopher says, start as Apex today. Congrats. Sorry to hear that is a little rough for you, but if you want to get rid of all those markers, you can go to the data series. You know, that's the fourth to the right in those icons on the top, or you can also right click on your chart and go to data series and go to the bottom and basically take off all the markers. The option is plot executions and change it to do not plot. Coming back into our trading range here with no setups whatsoever. It's just the name of the game right now. No setups. Maybe a higher low, I'll take it. Higher low, second entry, long. Yeah, I mean, with a strong move like this, you're thinking more movement to the downside. You're on a downtrend, and right now we have the breaker trend, and the breaker trend is creating a 1, 2, 3. You know, with a little ledge here. I'm not sure if I'll call this a ledge yet, but you know, I would almost call this a ledge, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 hits in a row. I mean, we could maybe just hang around here for the rest of the day. Who knows? First setup here that I might be interested in actually going long here, but it's not coming. It's not coming to me. I need it to pull back here. I need this to pull back one time so I can go long here. And it's just not giving it to me, pandas. It's not giving me any setups. You can only take what the market gives you, and the market doesn't give you a setup. You just nothing to take. It's like trying to drink water with a fork. Just can't do it. Trying to go long here, but I need the setup. I need the setup, and I don't think it's gonna come to me. Just watching. I need a setup to go long, and I need it to trigger a second pullback here. So it looks like this. A, B, C, and I can go long on a two-leggy, higher low second entry, long to the top of the trading range. That's very apparent right now. DX with the 4D chess play, 1 million IQ. Use a fork to stab a hole in the cup, then drink from it. This guy, he's next level. He's in the next level. Waiting for a setup, but it's not coming to us, pandas. So just sitting on our pause. We do have a failed second entry short triggering on a 10,000 tick chart. With this 3 here, it means that's a failed second entry short, right? Fails to break the previous pivot low, and now we might push up to the 20 EMA on the 10K chart. But you can see on the 10K chart as well, the trading range is forming, right? It's a larger trading range, but it's almost equivalent to the 2,000 tick trading range. It's actually including these bottom swings here. It's unfortunate. I got no setups here. Just watching this go. It's just first. Oh, this is actually second entry long. Right, 2 pushes down, second entry long. Right, bottom of the trading range, A, B, C. Very nice signal bar. Gets to the top of the trading range. This is just 1 leg down, 1 push down. Micro double bottom. We're just so close to the top of the trading range now at this point. It's hard to just go long here. We might get our setup. We might get some sort of setup here, but we're so close to the top of the trading range. Hard for me to go long right here. Might as well just short it at the top of this trading range, and then waiting for the second entry short, top of the trading range. But we're right in the middle of the trading range, meaning no trades, right? We're right in the middle of it, right? This is our trading range. We're a trading range indicator, marking the trading range for us. We're literally right in the middle of it, so there's nothing we can do here. Just watching this go either way. We just want it to go. Finally, it makes this move. I don't care which way it goes, I just want it to go. I'm tempted to go short here. Just, it's actually a 2-legged pullback. Very strange. A, B, C. Tempted to go short here, top of the trading range. But I don't like this motion, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bull bars, right? The price action, or non-bear bars, really. Big push up. No longer interested in this short. We get a big push up like that. You know, just no entries for us to enter into there, and it's just unfortunate. What can you do? What can you do? Ooh, good signal bar. Coming off the 240. Man, but I don't like this, like, I don't like this. You know, basically small pullback, bull trend. I don't know, I don't like that. It's a good signal bar, top of the trading range, but I just don't like the fact that we went up so hard, so fast. So, sit on my pause here. Does scalp out. Hits this trend line. It's bouncing off of it. I would like a lower high second entry, short. That'd be nice. One more push up here. And then let's get a reversal. It's just the trading range is very small. So it's not much room for the proper price action for us to want to go short. I mean, lower high second entry would be a good setup here. I just was not sure, you know, with this super strong push up here, right? This many bull bars, if we were going to get a pullback like this. But we are, apparently. Apparently. I'm looking for a lower high second entry, and it'll be interesting going short here. Looks like it's going on without us. Lower high second entry short will be a nice setup if we can get it. I would like a lower high second entry if we can get it. But man, it's just, I'm waiting for a setup and I just don't know if it's going to happen. And I'll probably swing it to the bottom of the trading range. I mean, that makes the most sense to me. But like all things, just like trends, all things come to an end. So I may be trading, you know, I may be trading this trading range too late. Just like when you enter late in a trend, you may be coming in too late. Okay. Second entry short triggers on the 10,000 tick chart. Decent signal bar. I'm still looking for my setup on the 2K chart though. I want a second entry short, lower high entry. But this trading range is so small, it might not happen. It's just kind of asking for a lot here in this very small range. Looks like we might finally get our second push up here. There it is. Let's go, baby. That scalps out immediately. Looking for a short trade here. Big push up. But that doesn't scare me, pandas. Does not scare me. If I see a setup here, I'm gonna take it. This will be my last trade of the stream. If we got the 200 likes, I would have stayed until green, but since we're not there, nor close, this will be my last trade. If we do get the setup I'm looking for. It's a terrible signal bar though, unfortunately. It's actually looking pretty bullish right now. It actually makes me a little scared to go short here. I mean, we're clearly above the 20 MA, like, you know, basically failed breakdown to get to the bottom, but we'll attempt this. We'll try here. It will swing this to the bottom of the trading range here. Just waiting. Gonna try to trade this trading range. Low or high setup here if we can get it. This ends bullish. It'd be very hard for me to go short here. Very difficult if we get a very bad signal bar. I want at least a decent signal bar here, but the signal bar is not looking good to go short at least. It makes me feel like I want to go long and just take a two-legged pullback off the 20 MA in this area, but actually it looks better now. Let's try that. Will I reverse my trade? I won't. Basically, an inside bar is created here. Micro double top. Let's see if this trading range wants to continue here. And we're gonna take a probably get back to the bottom of the trading range. That's what I'm thinking. Let's try, shall we? Oh, I know this is taking forever. Macro double top just broke the inside bar to the upside. Failed breakout of that inside bar, right? This is a triangle, right? On a 2, on a smaller time frame, that would be a triangle. Give you a failed breakout of the triangle, currently breaking above the top of the triangle. The 10,000 tick chart is about to trap out. Not gonna lie, this is about to trap out on the 10,000 tick chart. We could have a reversal here with this trap. Strong bull bar. Cannot take this trade. No setup. You almost want to go long at this point. There's a trap setting up on the 10,000 tick chart. The trap does trigger on the 10,000 tick, makes 2 points immediately. Right, absolute scalp 2 points. That's a trap on the 10,000 tick chart. Right, it triggers a secondary short and then reverses and traps out here. Could be a strong push up here. So are we in an uptrend now is the question, right? Are we in a uptrend or are we still looking to come back into this trading range? Hard to say. Very difficult to say. We're a little high now. If I had to go short here, that would be risky. That'd be an aggressive trade if I had to go short here. Because you're thinking your target's down here. Nah. I need to have a lower high setup. I cannot take this reversal. I need a lower high setup of some sort. I can't just take this. I'll feel way more comfortable on a lower high setup because this can trap out here easily. Especially if it's a breakout, this can trap out here. But I'm looking for a lower high, some sort of setup that is bearish, right? Like going into this, just trying to go short here, very aggressive trade in my opinion. We're clearly breaking above, right? The 20 EMA, clearly breaking out of the trading range now. And so, I mean, the question is it a failed breakout? We don't know yet. The only way we know is if we come back into here. That's 100%, right, with hindsight bias. But we can have probabilities that if we start to see some sort of bearish setup in this area, then maybe we can come back into this trading range. So it does scalp out right there, but that's a risky trade in my opinion. Very risky trade. BHVR says wedge forming. Actually, very good insight. A wedge is forming here. Mo7sin says, in your experience, what sample size of demo trades is good enough to start trading real money? I would say if you can become profitable in demo, have a goal, try to double your account, sticking to the rules. And then move from there to a Apex, prop firm, some sort of funded trading, and that's just reduces the risk when you try to come with real money. Let's say like you want to start with $500. If you actually trade with Apex, you spend less than $500 because you're going to blow your first account. I will say that right now. And so if those went short here, trying to swing trade, tough. That's tough. I don't know about that. This is a lower high, second entry. I'll take this lower high here, see if we get anywhere. Oh, I hate outside bar reversals. Why does it have to be an outside bar reversal? Why do you have to be an outside bar reversal? I'll come back in here. And we're going to try to swing this down here. It's a lower high, second entry. And we're still in this, like the gravitational pull of the trading range. We're going to see if we get a swing trade here. And if we get it, we get it. If we don't, then we lose. We'll lose on this trade. But it's all good either way. This is the only setup that I would really think I would like to take, with a strong bear bar ending on its low, hitting the wedge, and also this trading range. But I mean, I could get stopped out here again, and it is what it is. I want to let this candle finish out here. So if it does reverse here, I want to finish out. So in my opinion, even though this is not look like it's working out right now, this was the better setup to take in terms of probability, the lower high second entry, than the first one. And even though it's doing this, the probability is higher on that lower high because you have that chance that you know, you're actually showing some bearish behavior here on top of this wedge, and so it does pop up here, and it's probably gonna stop me out here, unfortunately. So it gets me here. So down 462. It's all good, pandas. All right, pandas, that's it for today. I'll see you guys bright and early on Monday. Have a great weekend, everyone. And honestly, you know, do something to reset your mental capital. Do something fun. And so when you come back Monday, you'll be fresh. And so took a big hit again today. Well, not big, but, you know, took a hit today. And, you know, stick to the plan, and we will, you know, surely end green today. So hope you guys are doing amazing. And as always, happy trading, and God bless. Bye.